that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold on first down. And the pitch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. First down throw, Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes the Texans now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw is Dobbs. James has got it. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Darnold now on second down. A quick hitter complete. It's Cole. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Miller. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw Dobbs. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
A first down carry now for Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Dobbs to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
On 2nd down, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Davis with it left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Let's go! White, 90! White, 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jesse James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Gun! Hot!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, 96 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Avoids him at the 40. Lamar Miller, the 40. He's still on his feet. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards that time on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jesse James with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Walsh now for the PAT. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Darnold now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! Check 26, check 26. Detroit! Detroit! Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Ohio! Ohio! 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run with Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Walsh adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A shotgun snap for Darnold. From the left side, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Leopard! Leopard! 4 down. Check.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Now let's go! Green!
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll let this thing go, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
10th carry now for Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. This is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Leggett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in anything.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, we got 3 down. Let's go! What? 90!
A carry for Foreman. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Dobbs is throwing. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Dobbs. Underneath for Miller. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They just not want to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface, so the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot. 41's coming. 41's a mic. Let's go, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. This is Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He finds his target, Fuller. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Flex round! Flex round! 58 to the mic! 58 to the mic!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.